Good Sunday morning to you. This is Reverend Pam Gagan from the Center for Spiritual Living, Pleasant Valley. Welcome to our center on Facebook Live and in person. And we're happy if you're sitting here. And I want to honor all those who went on holiday today all at the same time. Our whole crew just about. So it's the Lissa and Pam show today, mainly, with behind our scenes. And our wonderful Bill Rotella. It's a Bill Rotella Sunday, which is always a fave for us, too. So what I would like to now do is introduce that our larger vision is awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And our mission is teaching and demonstrating spiritual principles for living an abundant and a fulfilling life in a welcoming and compassionate community. And wherever you are on your spiritual journey, we're so happy you're with us. So what I would also like to point out is that we believe that all paths lead to source. You can call it God, Buddha, Jesus, Krishna, Baha'u'llah, whatever it is that is the ties that bind, because that is our subject today. That tie that binds the strongest and the healthiest is the tie of love. And that's what we find out throughout all our religions, is the strongest tie that connects all of us is that fine thread of love, that strong thread of love. And so now I would just like to, and that is why we have our candles of faith that are lit. And thank you, Ralph Brennan, for lighting them. This is so great. Huh? Oh, Nikki, thank you so much. You've been bumped out, Ralph, of your job. So now let me read our wonderful From the Heaven World. And she had such a strong imprint on this center. And we're so blessed to have her energy still here, our wonderful Reverend Betty Ann. And by the way, one of her favorite singers was Bill Rotella. Really and truly. So we can read this together if you like, or just listen. I let only truth speak through me. God's love pervades my world, giving me strength and freedom as I blaze new trails in my life. And that's our wonderful Reverend Betty Ann Brennan. And now I would like to introduce, after our PowerPoint, I know he's here, but it's a Bill Rotella day, and we're doing one of our favorites that always make us laugh. Tell me what it is.
Let's see. It's related to Betty Ann.
Yes.
The most spiritual song I ever wrote, called When You Left, Everything Went Right.
That's right. It's the highest spiritual, and it's those, it's the ties that bind us to our own great self. So enjoy and laugh, and I'll see you after. The lesson.
Sometimes less is more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Where the space allows you to go into the empty and reveal all the everythingness.
There's an underlying message to it, not just what you think.
Oh, no, I would never think that after watching this, but I love it, and I laugh every time. And I like playing this because of all the visuals in this, too, with you. That's hilarious. Okay, blessings as you enjoy this.
There's a reason for the way I feel. outside the confusion. Time is just an illusion. Only love is real. One key opens every door. You can find what you're looking for. It's a feeling of endless time. This feeling of yours and mine. I need you to understand myself. I need everyone and no one else. There's room for us at the table. For breaking bread, feeling grateful. Try and you will find only love is real. Let it open up your mind. Only love is real. Shining like a guiding light. Only love is real. You can leave your fears behind. Only love is real. Step outside the confusion. Leave behind your illusions. Only love is real. Only love is real. Only love is real. Only love is real.
And so I call that a divine right message from Betty Ann. I really do. But before we leave today, I'm going to see how we can work in when you left, everything went right. I don't know how we're going to do this, and I'll talk to Rye before we leave. I'll give signals to Rye. Anyway, or maybe that one too. Oh, so I am practitioner of the day, and we are a praying church. We believe in the power of affirmative prayer, and so we have many on our prayer team too. And today, there's only really one here besides me who is a practitioner, and that's our wonderful Marcia Beebe. We also have our Saint Sandy, who is not a practitioner, but she's out in the field constantly helping. So we are grateful for you. And if you want a prayer today, please contact us online, call us up. We are here for you. That is our main message and our main role here, and it's our main part of our heart and the ties that bind. So I have a couple of quotes for you, a few as a matter of fact. The science of mind, of which we're speaking of, is intensely practical because it teaches us how to use the mind principle for definite purposes, such as helping those who are sick, impoverished, or unhappy. And there's a couple of other ones. Robin Williams. But if it's love, dear, those are the ties that bind, and you'll have a family in your heart forever. And my spiritual family, and my soul family, and my soul pod family, and the reason I'm here is in my heart forever, calling to me. And so I also, I'm going to read the last one, and it's Johnny Cash in honor of country music for Bill. And it's, I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out of that binds, because you're mine, I walk the line. And don't we always walk the line of making choices and deciding what choices are our best choices? So, calling them good and very good. So now I just want us to take all of this energy in, and just feel that energy in and through and all around us. It is the love, it is the energetic presence, the passion of the one, expressing perfectly as the all. And placing your hand on your heart, which raises the oxytocin that connects us. Let us connect in that allness, in that love, in that binding agreement we have to express the highest and best in and through as and as us. And just breathing in what the God is on the in-breath, filling that energetic presence from the bottom to the top, to the front to the back, northwest, east, south, surrounding us. And then two more silently in, just connecting, feeling the oneness, the love, pour in and through and as us. And so as I stay in the I am, please personalize these words. I am today releasing any ties from negativity that keep me from playing small. I know that there is a power for good, as Ernest Holmes says, in the universe. And I open up to it and let it use me. And I listen deeply from that deepest place in me. Knowing what needs to be revealed through me in the tying of the good that supports me. And I listen deeply, and I go only with a free heart, a free will, a free knowingness what is the highest and best for me, for all in my life. And I embrace those loving ties that send me onward, upward, throughout eternity on this eternal path of becoming. And I am so grateful for it all, for as our wonderful Reverend Betty Ann always said, my life is unfolding perfectly no matter what. I am that I am, and in that strength that I declare right now, I call it all good and very good. And so let us close with that wonderful statement together. My life is unfolding perfectly no matter what, and I embrace the ties that bind, and I embrace the ties that bind. And now it is my honor in person, in real life, to introduce our wonderful Bill Rotella. Oh, I am wrong. Now, Bill, but would you like to do the announcements? No. Would you like to be a part of the one-person show here? Okay, I am doing the announcements. Thank you so much. Thank you. And here they are. That'd be me on Daily Meditation on Facebook, 9 a.m. And we're continuing this week with Healing Our Mother, because it's good for her children, sisters, and brothers. because we're all on this together. And the midweek spiritual tune-up is Pamela Bailey, and she is the host for the session. That is within is where you'll find it, and that is the title of her lesson. And 4:30 this afternoon, our wonderful Lissa is actually hosting on Zoom or here. Is it Zoom? Okay, on Zoom, and I will be there. A live class with our wonderful Swami S. Is that the other Swami? Sada Mayayanda is this month's special guest, and his message will allow you to feel very blessed. This is Buzz's poems. This is great. Your redefining moments becomes, we're going to start September 8th. It's a Science of Mind class, and will be happening live and on Zoom Wednesdays from 7 to 8:30 p.m. And we'll be going into room 4 for if you come in person. And it's so lovely in there. It's Sabina's room, as I call it. All the great energy in that room, the healing room. And the course is based on new best-selling book by Dr. Dennis Merritt Jones, which was one of my teachers and facilitated by Reverend Pamela Gagan. And you can call me if you have any questions. Keep in mind that our center is here for you, so please let us know what we can do. The spiritual treatment that we provide will review your perfection and allow you to thrive. You can always leave a request by phone or send us an email from wherever you roam. And please call us. Our phone is 805-482-4300, or our website. Check us out, www.cslpleasantvalley.org, and our email is our CSLPleasantValley, all one word, @gmail.com. And we so appreciate your donations. That is why we exist in the physical world. As much as we send out all the love and energy and know that God is I am, we also have to support the building here so that we can remain. So how wonderful to once again meet here live in our center that is dedicated to help us all thrive. Your loving donations keep our center going so we can be here to keep your wellness flowing. And you can again donate online through our website, and we just are through Visa and Zelle and so many other places, and we just really, really are grateful for your donations, your time and your energy. And there's 2 other places that we recommend that you also donate, and that is you can lend a hand here, so please do give them whatever you can. Ventura County Rescue Mission, and you'll find their website, and Ventura County Food Share, especially right now in these times. And our center, and this is a real big one, we get more money from this than anybody else's, is part of our Ralph's Community Contribution Program. A portion of whatever you spend at the store will make a small donation or more. So please do sign up or simply renew, and Ralph's will contribute at no cost to you. The number to use for our Center for Spiritual Living is JE 859, I think. I'm not sure. 895 is 859? Yeah, oh, I can't believe and Amazon Smile. Please use us, don't abuse us, but use us to sign up with Amazon Smile, which is, we get a percentage of that donation also. So please find that website and that online too. And today is now this month's 4th Sunday. Do what it takes to make it a fun day. And I love the puppy. Yay. And Buzz, come home soon. And so come home, little Sheba, come home. And now it's my honor in live, in person, to introduce Bill Rotella. Yay.
Good morning.
Good morning, honey.
Oh, two introductions in one morning. That's awesome. So I think I got the subliminal memo that it was just going to be like a Hawaiian day, because look at all the flowers around me and the Hawaiian shirts. So I grabbed this and see.
Yay.
I was in it. So this is one of my favorite songs from way back when, and I just thought it'd be my nice Sunday morning song. for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy. 'Cause I'm lost in a daydream. Dreaming about my bundle of joy. And even if time ain't really on my side, it's the kind of a day for taking a walk outside. I'm walking a day, blowing my load. I'll pine my face for being a sleepy bull toad. What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy. 'Cause I'm lost in a daydream. Dreaming about my bundle of joy. And even if time passes me by a lot, I haven't got time for the dues you say I got. Today at breakfast, so wake up your ears, or you'll be daydreaming for 1,000 years. What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy. 'Cause I'm lost in a daydream. Dreaming about my bundle of joy. And if time passes me by a lot, I haven't got time for the dues you say I got. I'm paying my dues for dropping my load. A pie in the face for being a sleepy bull toad. What a day for a daydream. Custom made for a daydream.
And again, it's that perfect tie-in with dropping my load. I'm just in the purpose. And speaking of wonderful days, yay! Our Lissa Coffey is here. Yay, yay, yay! And I am going to now wipe off the microphone, just for you. Okay, and you look fabulous.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Did you guys know that today's a holiday? It is. Today is a holiday. It's the full moon day in August, which in India means it is Raksha Bandhan. And this is a really sweet holiday. It's a day where families get up early in the morning and they share a meal. They have sweets especially. But the ritual is that the sister ties a Rakhi, which is a bracelet, on her brother's wrist. And while she's doing this, she is wishing him well, success and health and a happy life for his whole life. This is how she shows her love for him. And then while she's doing this, he in return is pledging to honor and protect her honor. To honor her and protect her honor. So it's really it's a way of showing sibling love for each other. So how did this tradition start? Well, one story is that in the Mahabharata, that Draupadi was Arjuna's wife in the Bhagavad Gita. Remember we studied the Bhagavad Gita and we learned about Arjuna. He's the hero, he's the everyman. So his wife, Draupadi, looked at Krishna as a brother to her. And when they were separated a lot, because Krishna obviously has a lot to do, so she tied a Rakhi around his wrist and said, I wish you success wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And so in return, he said, I am going to protect you no matter what. I'm going to protect you and protect your honor. And he did, because in the Mahabharata, there was a time when she was taken and dishonored, and it was by the Kauravas, and so the bad guy was like trying to say, "You're my wife," right? And he started pulling her sari off, and saris are really just one long piece of cloth that women just wrap like very fancy, and it looks gorgeous, but it's really one long piece of cloth. So the bad guy started ripping her sari off, and it just wouldn't end. This long piece of cloth just kept going and going and going and going and going, and that's how Krishna protected Draupadi. So that's the story behind that. But I just thought I would do this to show you guys how it is. These are Rockies. Yeah. And this one says on it, Vira. Vira is the Sanskrit word for brother. It's actually this one is in Punjabi. Vira means brother in Punjabi. But if you have people who are a brother or like a brother to you, then you just tie this on their wrist on the full moon day in August. So it varies. But today is the day. So Bill, come up here. My brother. And I'm going to tie the Rocky and show you how it's done. And then the tradition is, you don't have to do this, Bill, but the tradition is, so I'm wishing you well. I'm wishing you every happiness and success to your heart's desire, that you live a life according to all of your dreams coming true. Okay, so nice. There you go. And now you have to protect me. He's got my back. He's got my back. So the tradition is, you don't have to do this, but you wear it until it falls off, but it might drive you crazy, so it's okay if you take it off. I don't mind.
I'm a little emotional right now.
He's my guy. He's my guy. He's my guy. Yay. So it's always nice to recognize that we have those ties with each other, and what this really means, the deep meaning behind it, the love that we find in our hearts, is not just from the physical relationship, knowing that this is family, that this is our friends, that this person is here for us. What it really is it's recognizing the divine within that person. Looking in their eyes and seeing that divinity in that person, and recognizing that person sees the divinity in you. That's what namaste is all about. Namaste means the divine in me honors the divine in you. So that's the real tie. So as much as we think that we love our family, there's a greater love. There's a higher love. There's a more deep and special and binding love, and that's our love with the divine. And that is always here for us, and that tie cannot be cut, no matter what. We think we are tied to this world through, our familial ties, through our desires, through the things that we like, that we're attached to. We have all these attachments in life, it starts out when we're early. My parents, that's my mom, that's my toy, that's my brother, my sister, that's my house, that's my, we have all these ties that keep us. But the truth is that those things are not permanent. Everything comes and goes. That's how life is. It constantly changes on this earth. But the one tie that never goes away is our tie with the divine. That is with us always, in our hearts, in our soul. That is who we are. But we don't realize it. We're stuck thinking we're tied. So I've told this story before, but I'm telling it again because I know you guys like it. You probably forgot it since the last time I told you. So there was this guy, a laundryman, and he every once a week, he would take his laundry from the whole village. They all gave him the laundry. This was his job. On the donkey's back, take the donkey down to the river, do the laundry, put it back on the donkey, and go back to the village. So one day, he takes his donkey down to the river, and he goes to tie up the donkey, and he realizes he forgot his rope. Now, he needs the rope to tie the donkey to the tree, because if he doesn't tie the donkey to the tree, the donkey's going to go wandering all over the place. And he's thinking, how can I do this? And he didn't have time to go all the way back to town. That would totally wreck his schedule and come back. He would never get the work done. So he's trying to figure out what to do, and this wise man is right there. And the wise man says, what's going on? Why are you just standing there? Why aren't you doing the laundry? He says, forgot the rope. I don't know what I'm going to do about this donkey. And he goes, I got a solution for you. Tie the donkey to the tree. He goes, but I don't have a rope. He goes, just pretend. The donkey doesn't know. He goes, what do you mean just pretend? He's like, really, just go through the motions. So he's like, okay. So he pretends to get the rope out of the basket, and he pretends to tie it around the donkey, and he pretends to go tie it around the tree. And he makes a big show of making a knot and everything. And he goes down to do the laundry, and the donkey just stays there. Totally stays there. He's like, oh, this is great. So he does all the laundry, puts it back in the basket, gets on the donkey to ride home, and the donkey doesn't budge. He's like, donkey, come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Donkey doesn't budge. The wise man comes by and goes, what's the problem? He goes, the donkey. He won't go. He thinks he's tied to the tree. He goes, yeah, he thinks he's tied to the tree. You got to untie him. But there's no rope. You got to untie him. So he did the whole thing in reverse. Untied the knot, took it around the tree, tied it to the donkey, put it in the basket. He's like, okay, donkey, let's go. He gets on the donkey. Donkey takes off. And that is an analogy for how we think we are tied to all these things in life. And we're not. We are free. We're free right now. Just like the donkey was free to wander around, but he didn't know he was free. He had this illusion of being tied. And that's how we are. We have this illusion of being tied. I have so many responsibilities and obligations, and I have to do this and I have to do that and whatever. And in our human life, those are all play. Those are all things we have to do. But that is not who we are. Who we are is free. We are connected to the divine, and we have the freedom and the expanse to do anything and everything. Absolutely. We have the freedom. When we know who we are and we understand that, we can do anything. But then what do we want? We don't want anything. Why? Why wouldn't we want anything? Because we know we already have it. You don't want anything because you don't need it, because you know you already have it. When you have your connection to the divine, what else more do you need? That's it. You're free the whole time. So in the Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 3, Arjuna is taking this information in from Krishna, and he's kind of getting confused. And he's like, Krishna, I hear you speaking to me, but I don't get it. I don't understand. How am I free? How am I free? I'm an archer. I have a job to do. I have a wife. I have kids to feed. How am I free? You know? And he goes, okay, there's two ways to find this freedom, and they're both about devotion. One is devotion to knowledge, devotion to study. It's called Jnana Yoga. And you hear about it, you read about it, you learn about it, And then you think about it, you meditate, and then you practice it. That's one way. But he says, but Arjuna, I don't think that's for you. That's for the thinker type. You know, those are for the professors and the students and the people who really are dedicated to learning. And you, Arjuna, you know, you're kind of like a jock. You're an athlete. I don't see you studying. You're an active person. What you need is karma yoga. Karma yoga is the path of action, the path of work, the path of service. And through your actions, through your service to others, you can find your freedom. So he says, as you work, the first step in karma yoga is you do what needs to be done. Simple as that. You don't argue, you don't make excuses, you don't procrastinate. You just do what needs to be done. You just do it. Don't complain, just do it. That's the first step in karma yoga. The second step is you do work as an offering to God. So anything you do, whether it's, you know, you're sweeping your kitchen floor or you're, you know, pumping gas in your car, whatever the action is, you're doing it as a gift to God. You're doing it with God in mind. That's the second step. And this, when you do this, you're training your mind to always keep God in the foremost, because that tie is always there, and it's recognizing that tie. And then the third step is you work as God working through you. And when you do that, work is easy. Work is beautiful. Work is effortless. Work is fun. And why is that? Because if God's working through you, are you doing any work? No. God's doing the work. You're just the instruments. You're just the body. You're just the hands, God's hands. What's that song? Jewel, sing it. We are God's hands. You know? Oh, it's a good song. I can't remember the whole. I just thought of it now. Otherwise, I would have brought in the lyrics. But yeah, we are God's hands, basically, you know, here in this life. We are doing God's work all the time. We just need to know it. Okay, so let's go into prayer for just a moment, okay? Dear God, thank you for using me as an instrument. Thank you for your connection that is with me all day, every day, even at night when I'm sleeping, maybe especially at night when I'm in that quiet place and there's no thoughts of the day to distract me from you. Thank you for the peace of mind I feel when I come to you with my burdens. Thank you for the ties in my life, the relationships that remind me of your presence, that remind me of the connection between each and every one of us. And thank you for your presence right here and now. That it's so easy to connect and to call on you at any time. To feel your presence, which is always there, by just putting our mind on it. we go forward, thank you for the reminders. In the books we read, in the talks we hear, in the work we do, in the activities that we participate in, big or small, knowing that it all makes a difference, that everything we do counts. That if our intention is to move towards you, that's what we do. With a heart full of gratitude, we thank you. Amen, and so it is. TiesThat. Okay, so that was a quick one. Mr. Bill Rotella, please grace us with a song.
You know, can I testify? Can I just testify for a minute? Is that okay? You know, we think we're cruising. You know, we think we're just cruising, and a lot of times we are cruising, and then something or someone drops a roadblock right in the middle of your cruise, right? And you go, that's right, the reminders, you know. So then we get this opportunity on Sundays to hang out with all this wisdom, and it really helps, man. I mean, it really does. Like, that was a great talk. I appreciate that, because, I mean, I can, personally, I can pray all I want. I can remind myself to be a source of light and love in the lives of others, and sometimes the light is shining, and sometimes it ain't, you know. And so you need people to help, you know, shine their light, man. I mean, you do. That's what this place does. I mean, Sundays is great. And it's not easy to ignore stuff, but when you realize that we are, like, the whole message of God is, you know, we are the hands of God. Like, He's working through us. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. Sometimes, like, I'm going to say 99.6% of the time I sleep like a baby. Then there's a couple times where I get woken up and the monkey mind is moving, and I'm telling you, just in case you haven't tried this before, the God is, I am thing that I learned here really works, just in case you're wondering, you know. Not for nothing. Okay, the ties that bind, so I saw that tie limit. I knew love was the tie, right? So the other night, I had this students who I did a whole bunch of my songs, and the one song that really resonated, one song that I thought really resonated well was when I announced this particular song, not just for kids, but for the people in our lives that mean a lot to us. You know, it's the Betty Ann's, it's the husbands, the children. It's not just for kids. The video I did was for kids, but this is dedicated to all the people in our lives that bring us joy, right? Like the people in this room. Morning star, how I wonder what you are. You make me smile. You're a candle shining in my heart. When you laugh, it feels like sunshine. Come walk with me, put your hand in mine. Life is fine because you're my morning star. Open your eyes, time to greet another day. Feel the sunlight dancing, feel her kisses up and down your face. There's no hurry, we've got time. Let's sit beneath this morning sky. Life is fine because you're my morning star.
from where you are. Even angels sleep. I'll be here when the morning comes. Dream your dreams and wake me with your lights, bright as the sun. Wherever you go, your love just grows, and I love you more than you could know. Your candle shining in my heart, morning star. I'm never far from where you are, my morning star. Yeah, life is fine, because you're my morning star.
And I know that was written for Viola. Wasn't that your granddaughter?
Well, that was that morning she was bouncing around my room.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful.
Get up, Papa,
Now you miss those moments.
I still get it.
Oh, yay. Yay. Me too, I know. I know what you mean. And Lissa, that talk was just really wonderful. And I don't remember the donkey talk, but I do know that in that mental patterning, along with the passion of what you have to do, whether it's the laundry through God through you, or going to Nashville. Oh, act as if. Yeah, act as if in that mental patterning. That's what manifests in our lives. The desire, which sparks the imagination, and there is nothing on this planet that was not sparked through the imagination of the creativity of the Creator that creates its creation by means of you and me. And we feel very, very lucky that not only Lissa is here, but that Bill is with us. He's a popular guy. He's a very, very popular guy. And I encourage all of you out there in Facebook world to join us in live when we have our wonderful, not only wonderful us, but our musicians here too, because it translates so much more it's so much more clearer and fun in the energy in the room. Rye, is it a possibility we could play? No, not a possibility. Okay. After all of this, next time, you know what? We'll play it next Sunday when you're not here, though, just to make sure that you know that you are loved, but honest to goodness, and the fun and the freedom of it all. So now, in this, I'm going to ask our people to come up with the offertory baskets. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Sandy. And together, we are going, if we could read together, divine love blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is, and that's the way it is. And before we even go into, please start. And the big basket is for money. The little basket is your affirmations that you pull out. I just said, so please just start while you do this. But also, I want to tell you what I had fun. I had a great afternoon yesterday. And that involved Ralph Brennan coming in, and you never know about people. He has a history of being in sales and display. He came in, and I invite you not only to look for the Science of Mind magazine in the bookstore, but we've got more Betty and jewelry in there and purses in there. Please go look. And he displayed it all. And I thought, oh my gosh, I've wasted all these years trying. It was God as you, Ralph, that did it. It was amazing. And I'm so impressed because it just never occurred to me that he knew how to do these things. So anyway, thank you. Blessings. And that was a lot of fun. I kept saying, I can't believe he did this. I can't believe he did this. So anyway, so now in this, we are now going with our closing prayer and just taking in this wonderful morning and just centering in. And knowing that we live within and without, but that power within us is so strong and it is greater than anything we shall ever contact in the outer. When we let go of the outer, let go of the ego, and we listen to the deep, the great deep within us, the great beyond within us that connects with the allness and the everythingness, we know that any obstacle in our life is dissolved by love, by the unconditionality of God is, I am. Those are powerful, powerful words. And all of those prayers and all of those words said today set us safe. And we see us as being safe, as coming from that place of compassion that knows what to do in a world that seems to be moving so rapidly and changing so rapidly, and our minds, our hearts, our bodies are right there in the solidity of knowing that as life is unfolding within us, we stand on that rock, that faith, that knowing that throughout eternity the soul is incorruptible, immortal. And we give great thanks for expressing it in this lifetime, in this earthly, third-dimensional body, while connected to the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth dimensions and all around us, knowing that in this blip of time, who we are makes a difference. And so today, I just say with great gratitude, I am so, so thankful for it all. And together we say, and so it is. And now, would you, if you'd like to stand, let us sing the peace song together as we close. And Rye, thank you all. Rye behind the scenes, Marcia, Bibi, Sandy, and Nikki and Ralph, and everybody behind the scenes that help us. And, of course, all of you, too. Yes, it was meant to be. God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me, and this is the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. I know it in my mind, I feel it in my body, I see it in my life, and so it is. Let them eat wrapped food and coffee outside because of COVID. Thank you all. And you know,